What's up, YouTube? Captain CEO back in the house again. Man, look, more game, and more game. Welcome back to the channel, subscribers. Glad to have you back. Channel members, we love you, bless you. Family and friends, glad you tuned in to the channel right here. Look, got a good one for you today, man. Look, can your operation run with you out of town? That's a good question. Can your operation run when you're out of town? Because if your operation can't run and you got to shut everything down because you're going out of town, then that means that everything is centered around you and you haven't put some proper stuff in place. Did you get that? That's what we're talking about today. Gonna be another short one, but a good one. Recently took a trip, and I've been taking trips over the years. So this is not, I have not just not done this, but I have done this ever since I went to multiple trucks, by having a system in place to where business can continue to flow as I go out of town. Recently, I was in Houston at a church growth conference. Most of you know I'm a pastor, so I was gone ever since that Monday, didn't come back to that Friday, right? And so how did my operation carry on while I was gone? All right. I'll give you a few things that will be the game and what I'm going to give you. Number one, I work with some trustworthy men, right? Some men that work with me. Notice what I'm saying, with me. I trust them from day one. They are men that I believe I can trust. I trust them to do the right thing. I'm naming some things about how I trust them. I trust them to do the right thing, whether I'm here or not here. I trust them to get fuel and things as they should with me here, when I'm not here. I trust if one thing that's always been my rule, if I can trust you behind the wheel of $150,000, $200,000 investment that I made, then I ought to be able to trust you completely. If I can't trust you behind the wheel of a $150,000 vehicle, then I can't trust you at all, right? You ought to not be working for me. So if I trust you, then I trust you wholeheartedly. So that means that if I'm not here, then you're going to do what you're supposed to do. You're not going to lay down. You're not going to cheat the day by coming in early. You're not going to do nothing crazy, right? So trustworthy people is what you need to be for the operation to carry on while you're gone, first and foremost. Secondly, what I have a structure in place, right? What is that structure? First of all, the trucks are at my house, which is where they come. I the dispatcher rather, still calls me for the daily dispatch, right? So while I'm out of town, I'm still dispatching where they need to go every evening, right? All right. And so, I'm not totally out of the loop, but I don't have to be, they know I'm out of town, so they're not going to bother me unless they just got to call me. Right. But I'm going to still do the dispatching. That way they keeps me in the know with what's going on, with where they're supposed to go, those kinds of things. All right. But the structure is there for them to boom. I tell them they just carry on like they're doing and come to my house, get the truck, go to work, come back in, park the truck at the house. Bye. I ain't got to be here for that. So structure, you need to have a structure. What is your structure? Are things kind of loosely fitted together, or do you have a system, a working system? I talked about that in January, a working system in place with how you do things on the daily that everybody knows and understands, right? A part of that structure is that they have form, they have paper or organized daily log, right? That they write their time down. So let's just say, for instance, what would I do if I didn't come home that Friday? How would they get paid? Well, they would just simply text me that, all right? And I would, by some pre-prepared means, make sure that they get their money, right? I'm not going to say publicly on this channel how I make that happen, because that's kind of personal. But trust me, there are several ways to get them their money. All right. And you could probably use your creative thinking to come up with that. All right. But they will get paid. All right. And all of that will be prepared for beforehand. All right, so got to have some trustworthy people. You got to have structure in place, right? Really, that's the main two things, all right, because you want to be where you are, whether it be on vacation or be at a conference like I was, man. You don't want to be getting calls every moment for everything, right? All right. And so you want to still be making money. Your company needs to still be making money. You want to be still making money while you're out of town. It has to be automated is what we call it, right? It has to be able to function without you there. If that thing can't function and you got to shut down while you're out of town, then you need to make some arrangements because things are not quite like they need to be. And for you guys, even with one truck, man, we talked about it on a previous video, get you a driver that you trust, that you can drive that truck while you're gone. All right. Another thing is, and this is the final thing that makes it work, is make sure that you got an avenue for the guys to get fuel. They can, if they have a breakdown, they got the mechanic's number. All of these things need to be in place in case something happens. Tire man while you're gone. Look, that's all I got for you. If the video was valuable to you, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Cut your CEO trying to tell you, you need to be able to make money while you're gone. I'm out of here and I'm gone.